The following podcast contains real reviews and the ridiculous reactions of two would-be oracles of the internet. The opinions expressed and presented are mere musings, so please humor their hijinks with a laugh and not by taking anything they say seriously. Seriously.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to ReviewParty.com. I'm Brent.
I am Matt.
And we have a show for you this week. We've done 289 of them previously. This is the 290th time we'll be talking about reviews. We'll be talking about the reviews from the internet, mostly. And also other funny things on the internet. And also whatever we want to talk about. Yeah, that's how podcasts work, baby. Let's go. Coles.com, GoogleReview.com, Amazon.com. I'm telling myself to get away from Amazon a little just because there never will switch to like, we don't really have reviews anymore. Here's just some AI reviews that make you want to buy the product.
Ugh.
But here I am with like 3 or 4 Amazon reviews to every other place review in my notes.
Yep. Same.
It is what it is. There's still some gold. There's still some gold in them hills. Matt, do you have a review?
Yeah, I'm going to start out. I got a couple of reviews for I guess different varieties of this product on Amazon from brand What Do You Meme, which I believe that's just like that party game, right? Party card game.
I think so.
Well, it turns out they're selling a bunch of what they call emotional support like stuffies. We got like emotional support school supplies, emotional support sushi. They got legit branded Pop-Tarts. It's just like a little container that's plush-esque, and then various like 5 plush of whatever the things are, like 5 plush Pop-Tarts or 5 plush sushis. So I got a smattering of reviews here. I'm going to start with the emotional support fries. And Amazon user K titles their review sexist and writes, "These are under the quote for her section. I forgot women's emotions were fragile and sensitive to the point they need stuffed food. They need stuffed support food. However, if women eat food to comfort them, they are becoming overweight. 1 star.
That's crazy for a lot of reasons. I feel like I don't even have to mansplain to the audience the levels of the for her section on Amazon. It's just some fucking algorithm trying to get, if you want gifts for a female person, maybe here's some places to start. If you don't like gendering gifts like that, just don't click on it.
Yeah, don't
I
click
agree,
the for
it's
her.
stupid, but yeah, Amazon is stupid.
The less clicks that section gets, the more likely it is to disappear.
That's so
and
true.
Inevitably be replaced with something like for her under 20, for her 20 to 30. Because they've been like, oh, let's try that. And,
yeah, they're gonna keep fucking raking you over the coals.
Anyway, similar, I've got this time for the emotional support nuggets. This is from Corey P, who titles their review, "This is Concerning." And they write, "I have not purchased this product, and I won't. To me, this seems like a way to invite an eating disorder for your children. Oh, you're feeling sad? Here, have some food. This will comfort you. Maybe I'm overreacting, but I don't think I could ever buy this for my kids. 1 star.
People out here thinking other people they don't know care what they think on the internet, man.
Yeah, I feel that echoes of, I think what you said last week, that people just find things to have a problem with.
Yeah, they're going out there. They got no fucking hobbies, so they're like looking at Amazon and leaving reviews for products that offend their weak sensibilities.
Yeah, like what were you searching on Amazon that you found something that was totally abhorrent to you? It doesn't, You don't just stumble upon emotional support nuggets randomly, I feel.
Nuggets are like a cute food. It's like a funny food.
It's a cute thing. It's a child thing. Yeah.
It's just a little stuffed animal. They can't eat them.
And at the same time, hey, if a kid's cuisine makes you feel good sometimes when you're a little sad 8-year-old, hey, maybe get a kid's cuisine every now and then. Everything in moderation.
It's the type of meal that even when you're a kid, you're like, this is slop, but that's kind of, kind of what's good about it.
Yeah, you have a moment of like higher mind operating like, this is a road I don't want to go down, but I'll take one step and then back up.
Yeah, but let me gum down this gooey brownie with the sprinkles real quick.
I got one more review. This is for the emotional support strawberries. It's from Catherine Massa, titled "Nothing Wrong with This Product." They write, "I'm pissed my wife spent our money on stupid stuff like this." 1 star.
The being the breadwinner in the family and having the non-breadwinner have access to Amazon orders. Even if I had a lot. No, I don't think so. I think I'd be chill. I think I'd let the wife order some dumb stuff on Amazon. As long as I'm not coming over every day to a literal mountain of Amazon packages, which I trust my wife not to do, I'd be fine with it. I'm sure you buy stupid stuff too. What, you got sunglasses in your fucking stupid lifted truck, bro? Shut up.
True. Yeah, I mean, same thing. Everything in moderation. As long as there's not an avalanche of packages.
Exactly.
It's probably fine.
If it was just the pickles or whatever, what did she get? The strawberries. Man, she could have got the hot dogs, the fries, and the donuts too. So not that bad.
And then place them on your bed and be like, these sleep with us now, honey. And you got to deal with that.
Sort of, your bed becomes a tongue with little emotional support taste buds that you have to roll around on every night. That's not good.
No, you're sweating on that thing. It's disgusting.
No, your wife just put some strawberries on the middle of the kitchen counter because she thought it was cute. A lot of guys would kill for a wife that thought friggin' strawberries on the counter were cute, bro.
God, whimsy in my life. Oh, maybe the cat plays with the strawberry. Look at that. It's so adorable.
No, why'd you spend money on that? I'm gonna need that $20 to lift my truck even higher. It's $20 an inch these days.
He's got a caliper. They gotta get another 1/4 inch. All right.
You put a quarter in the caliper.
Honey, you get out of the truck because you weigh it down.
I don't like how my truck sags to the one side when you're in, honey. You can try sitting in the back. All right, I have a review. You know what? I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go wild. I'm going to go with this one first. It is an IMDb review for Futurama. I thought Futurama would be an interesting review swamp to wade through because it's been on and off, I should say, but for so long.
Yeah.
There's 180 episodes airing from when we were kids to when we were adults, through under different networks and the whole nine. This show gets around, but we love it. But anyway, so I looked at some of the most popular, most features. A lot of those end up being classics, so I wanted to see some newer ones. Sorted by new, this one's the newest, February 16th, 2026, from Enigma Mr. R. And I just had to bring this review. As soon as I start reading it, I think everyone will agree. They title it Good. I'm going to try and do this text justice. It really might be worth looking up, sort of like in a poetic layout sort of sense, but I'll do my best. That's a mistake. Haha, you there for Futurama, animation style, there are some. Authentic emotion. Philip J. Fry, and Fry the cat. Wah, 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 and wah. Wah, wah, your twin brother, Clone Simpson, 1980, 2000, 3000. the moon, Jade the rabbit, Mars, god of war, peanut butter bars, and the digitized cult philosophy class. Character development, Matt? Comedic brilliance, forbidden, it should be, parentheses, laughs. Dark humor, the satyr, the nymph, the cynicism, you too, parentheses, slumped and collapsed, haha, parentheses, several question marks. Robotic romanticism, quote, I followed the maid in Mexico. Latin love-bending robots, counterfeit duplicates of Mr. Rodriguez, arms producer for the police, supposed to protect us, help, unquote. Rewatchable, Writing? Yes, Matthew writes. Social commentary? Socially, by Mr. Groening. 6 out of 10, the bank account, Amazonian cryogenic drool. Fried time makes the brain more or less cosmic hole into space. Master matter, the dark side of the fault. No SARS, just the blood. Just
okay.
Review speaking for itself there.
Is there any chance that this is like some like winking at the audience in-universe reference to like, I don't know, some sort of brain control, brain slopified
sure
character or like episode plot?
Maybe there has to be some explanation,
like some
here.
slurm-brained stuff going on or something.
I'm seeing all reviews, and I got to tell you, they're all like this.
Okay. What a unique worldview.
Oh, there. Okay, here's one for Army of Darkness. I haven't previewed this, but that's another thing I love. So
yes.
Good heavens, they title it. That's crazy. In 1300? Seriously, this burlesque horror is mind-blowing. And to be so disgusted by it, yuck yuck. Green emoji, too much emotion kills, kiss kiss from the Army of Darkness. An eco-friendly chainsaw grafted to his wrist. A sawed-off shotgun in the other hand, sobriety, well, look at Ash, the hero who's messing around with Evil Dead, going back to 1300. There, he has to get his hands on the Necronomicon, the grimoire at the origin of his misfortunes. His quest quickly turns into a terrifying crusade, which leaves him to confront an army of skeletons. Living, crawling, oriented soldiers of the dead of Prince Satan. Hilarious, my skeletal friends. Hee. Grab this one. Princess of Flesh and soon. All your life energy being sucked up by not-so-charming Prince of Darkness. Excellent trilogy conclusion. The best. No stars.
Slightly more coherent.
Slightly. They're getting there. Yeah, it seems like there's some that break off into paragraphs, and then there's some with that bullet point style that we
is it like, so. That's what I was wondering, if it was bullet point or if it's just like there's random spaces between clumps of words and it's almost like a feverish like army of skeletons flashing before my eyes.
Yeah, that one they actually had paragraphs at the end. The Futurama, it was very like title of bullet point. The title is character development. The body is Matt? Question mark? So yeah, I think there may be some drug use. There may be some different language Google Translate in the mix.
Yeah, it's anybody's guess. Stuff is always it's crazy sure. How it formulates and like breaks it apart.
Yeah, it could be any number of digital cacophonies making this happen, or it could just be a very creative individual who is communicating with thoughts and emotions on levels that us simpletons cannot understand.
Yeah, I feel like if there were some bongo drums playing beneath that, it would, ooh, yeah.
The moon, Jade the rabbit, Mars, god of war, peanut butter bars, and the digitized cult philosophy class.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Everyone's snapping the bongos. Sipping espresso.
That's what we need. Sorry, I just feel like don't give me an AI like summary of 1,500 people's reviews. Just like have a little bar on the side where I can play different music. You can scan the review and just tell me what music you feel is appropriate to lay under that review.
I hope when they scan all of Review Party, they just play Scatman over it, dude. You want to get the full, true emotional experience of this podcast? I'm the Scatman. That would be awesome.
A lot of shoulder movement.
To go, if we could get anything about the actual material of this review, I think they liked it.
I think they did too.
It's
they laughed at points, I assume.
Yeah, they said the comedic brilliance was forbidden, and it should be. And then they laughed.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good thing.
I think that is rewatchable, and then they screamed.
I think that's a good thing too. Maybe it's just like the journey that you go on in rewatching it.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that one episode where like they're all through time. I don't remember what it was. It's been a while since I've regularly watched this show, but
Fry plays the fucking flute at the end of that one, though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, or like he shoots the thing in the cave ceiling, and it gives a message to, it all happens. I don't know.
Yeah, the dog it's frozen.
The dog,
but the dog was waiting for him. That's Futurama. We got like another minute here. Let me just scroll through Enigma. Let's treat ourselves to another Enigma here.
All right.
See all reviews. I'll just scroll way down. They're on a little. Oh, they have Evil Dead 2 here. That one's my favorite. So
that one's great.
Yep.
It's like Evil Dead is good, and you're like, I like this, and then you see Evil Dead 2, and you're like,
yeah.
Whoa.
It's like the full faculties of what that movie could be, of what Evil Dead could have been. Just out there. But they write, to be able to, they title it. Since when? 1987, 14th century, since. Damn. It talks after the first symbolic film. The story is that it's not about dualism to counter the sinister, but the jump scares are devilishly effective. Ash/Bruce Campbell, arg? Nightmare in a cabin, your teeth hurt, hee 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 hee, woo ha 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 ha. The cabin in the woods, the last house on your left, you continue straight ahead. That's very much how Evil Dead 1 and 2 is. Two young lovers go to Professor Noby's cabin, who mysteriously disappeared, having in his possession a few pages of the Book of the Dead, a fearsome grimoire that disappeared in the 14th century. Jump scares, well done, Sam Raimi, your cheap B-movie effects. There you go, 8 out of 10.
I feel like maybe Enigma also reviewed just Evil Dead and was like, you're almost there, and for this one, there you go, you got it.
There you go. I know you had it in you, Sammy. I'm really sad because, okay, I was going to say none of these have helpfuls. There's no whimsy on the internet anymore. But all these are in February. They're doing a movie marathon.
I'm so
but
jealous.
We do have from a few days before the original Evil Dead. So before we take a break, we can do that. Damn right. Title it. They write The Evil Dead 1981. Oh, really? 5 young vacationers settle into a cabin in the heart of a sinister forest, descending into a gloomy cellar. The 2 boys in the group discover an old tape recorder, which, once turned on, emits a magical incantation. This awakens the forces of evil, thus unleashing an unspeakable horror. The cult is bizarre, a curious oddity of one of Sam Raimi's early films. Isn't this copy great? With resources like these, this is what you could go back to then. Where there's no optical effects or illusion houses, just illustrations of shocking and truly disgusting sequences. Yuck. A little emotion. Grotesque, gory, humorous, ill-mannered, and kitsch. They know kitsch. They know the word. This individual is operating on high levels. Amateur, go ahead. Move your camera. Perfect. Move some more. And direct your off-center shots. The fear. Play with us and bam, jump scare the end. The devil, absolutely. Ha. The Man Made in USA, concocted by a guy whose mind was already too ahead of its time. Riddled with continuity errors and borderline amateur special effects, featuring B-movie actors and a simplistic story. Evil Dead is fantastic, more than true to its objective to scare you. Scare. Night of the Living Dead, Halloween, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You get the idea. It doesn't sugarcoat the violence with aspartame, but with black magic sugar, a contender in the hysteria contest. No score.
That has got to be one of my favorite sentences ever written by a reviewer. Not sugar-coated with aspartame, but black magic sugar.
Damn, I didn't know Raimi had access to that stuff.
That's awesome. What I was going to say before that line floored me, is that I think our reviewer here is like, they made the same fatal error that Ash and his fellow cabin campers did, and like hearing clips of the Necronomicon being read aloud is slowly making them impure, and that's why they just veer, because this has been like the most coherent, but there was still little you're hitting the side of the road there, the brrr.
Yep. No, there's definitely that feeling of you're at the end of the report and your professor or your teacher isn't even gonna read the whole thing, so you're just like, fuck you, I hate this report, like there's kind of that feeling going on, but much less mean-spirited.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think Mr. Enigma R, you'll be back for a reviewer redux for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
But we're gonna take a break to sort of recombat. I wanted a review that would throw us off, make us silly for the rest of the episode, but this might be too much power for us. We're gonna take a break.
Hey everybody, thank you for listening to our lovely little podcast. If you'd like to go above and beyond in supporting our show, or have the most fabulous conversation starter since sliced bread, go to reviewparty.com. Click on shop and explore some fabulous t-shirt designs.
Where's your favorite place to wear a t-shirt?
On my body.
Mine is at the store.
That is a good place to wear a t-shirt. Reviewparty.com. Click shop.
Why stop there?
Don't stop now.
Don't stop me now, because I'm buying a t-shirt. I'm buying a shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends, neighbors, creepy crawlies, and otherwise regular people, welcome to the second half of the episode, and welcome to Apple Rankings. God. Apple Rankings, it's a website, applerankings.com. You can go on there and read all of the rankings that just one man has deemed are right and correct for himself, and I guess for anyone else who visits. You can comment on his reviews and ratings if you agree or disagree or think it's funny or don't think it's funny. It's all rated on taste and flesh and beauty and crispness and juiciness and branding and skin and density and cost/availability. Sweetness, tartness, intensity, ooh, it's all here. And it's on a 100-point scale. Boy, if you want a good time and you're into apples, this is where you need to be. Or just stay right here on the podcast and listen to us talk about them.
Before we get started, since the last Apple review, I have moved to Washington, where the Apple capital of fucking the apple variety capital of whereversville. And I got myself on, what are they called? The yellow opal or whatever? The one,
Ooh.
listeners may remember that everything was good about it except it had a butthole.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It had, they're just called opal apples. They're golden yellow, but around the stem is butthole brown. And, my review is it's a little more grainy than I would like, but everything else is 10 out of 10. It's very sweet, very juicy, really good apple.
Cool. I have to keep my eyes open for that butthole when
I saw the yellow butthole and I was like, I gotta buy it. I gotta try these apples.
Well, we're gonna start out today with the Crimson Gold apple review. Quote, a crab apple in disguise. These little shits are glorified crab apples, masquerading as edible fruit, and should not be tolerated outside of cider production and pretentious baking applications. Each minuscule bite of these filthy monkey cheeks explode with an intense, yet somehow dry flavor combination that will make you want to spontaneously vomit. Do not be fooled by this repackaged trash. Crimson Gold is just a misleading name slapped on a swollen testicle. It gets a 31 out of 100, landing it in the horse food category, although it is the number 4 ranked cider apple.
I mean, cider me up.
Yeah, sign me up for some cider.
Exactly. I don't want to buy that, though.
I don't want to buy that. That sounds pretty rough. So I'll just skip us along quickly to the Envy apple review. Quote, the guilty pleasure. Another banger from New Zealand. This wicked minx has unparalleled taste, juiciness, and crisp flesh that won't turn brown even after days. Unfortunately, the transcendent taste of this ungodly sin fruit is weighed down, literally, by its unreasonable density and excruciating skin that's thicker than Satan's grundle. But despite the hardness of this immoral rock, carnal pleasure derived from each juicy bite may very well be worth the subsequent years of atonement served in the form of jaw therapy. Bonus points, +2 for taste, +1 for oxidation rate, and +1 for consistency. It gets an 86 to land it in the excellent column.
He said, that's crazy. He said it's bad.
It's just like, it's got hard skin, and it's hard itself, but everything else is really good.
The scientists got to go back to the drawing board on that. This one is completely inedible, but it tastes delicious. Come on.
Yeah.
We already got now and laters. Like, so we don't need a fruit form.
I've gone down to its Envy Apple bio. Best uses is munching only. A lot of munching apples here. Moving along. I think... Yeah. I'll do the Blondie apple review. Quote, the Mutant Gala. At the turn of the millennium, Tom and Bob McLaughlin, not to be confused with Midwest radio hosts Bob and Tom, were taking a folksy stroll through their orchard when something caught their eye. A yellow apple growing on a gala tree. Now everyone and their mother knows that gala apples are red, not yellow. So how did this freckly golden invader come to pass? Well, it turns out it was a mutant. A cosmic fluke. An aberration. We've all seen variations on a tree before. They're called sports in apple parlance. But a yellow apple growing on a red gala tree? Someone call Maury. Or maybe Professor X. Now, old Tom and Bob may have simple names, but they have big ideas. And this yellow gala, as it is sometimes referred, was to be cultivated as a brand new apple that would become known as the Blondie. Which is a fine name, but I personally think the name Mutant Gala would have sold more apples. Fascinating origin story aside, the Blondie apple is not the evolutionary superior to the Gala. A little too dense, not quite juicy enough. This rather crunchy, rare, early season yellow apple has a decent flavor profile and complexity ranging from spicy to sweet. But all in all, nothing about this apple warrants the effort it would take to acquire. Basically, if this mutant was an X-Men character, it probably wouldn't make it into the movies. 62. Barely worth it.
Since I don't have anything actually interesting to say about these Apple reviews, I'm just going to say I'm actually, even though Professor X is a gifted genius geneticist, you wouldn't have to call him. He calls you. All right. That's why he wears fucking Cerebro. All right. So if that Apple definitely needed some help, he would already know. He's got it on speed dial. He's got Emma Frost checking out, Cerebro when he can't. It's fine. You're right. You don't gotta call him. You don't call him. You don't get his number. Okay. And two, most mutants in the X-Men universe wouldn't make it in the movies. The X-Men are the X-Men because they have mutant powers that make them superheroes. Johnny Spaghetti Hands, it doesn't get to be on the X-Men because he can't really fight injustice with that, but nonetheless, that's why the X-Men, they're there to fight for him. He doesn't have to be on the team to be a valid and real mutant. Okay, so before you make your smarmy little X-Men references, why don't you fucking get some in-universe credibility first? All right, because they missed the mark a little bit. Oof. Other than that, a good review.
Yeah, I appreciated the origin story.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as we're talking about geeky worlds and references, maybe he does better here with the Kiku Apple review. Quote, a Fuji in disguise. Buyer beware. This exclusive Italian club apple is nothing more than a Fuji offshoot rebranded as an undiscovered Pokemon. Known as a sport apple. Hey, I'm glad we know what that is now. The Kiku is a variant of its Fuji parent found growing on the same tree, only slightly redder and larger. But make no mistake, this is not the evolutionary Blastoise to the Fuji's Squirtle. In fact, a Kiku is nearly indistinguishable from a Fuji, aside from its increased cost, decreased availability, and being named after a Japanese anime girl's sneeze. It gets a 42 horse food.
Yeah, I think those references were a little more on point.
Is Kiku like the onomatopoeia for a sneeze?
I think he might have just
made that up.
It's just being
stereotypical.
Yeah, you can imagine a girl singing like Kiku or something, I guess. But the Squirtle Blastoise reference is good. It's more of a shiny, right? But especially because it has artificial value applied to it.
Right, yeah, good point. I think we'll wrap it up with the Kanzi Apple review. Quote, the European party apple. Keep this apple away from your children. For one bite of this dangerously tart, sour warhead-esque European party apple can send even the most hardened chewers down a wormhole of indescribable intensity, rendering normal life a feckless charade lacking all discernible stimuli. The provocative slogan of this fruit-like opioid is, seduce life. A despicable and totally inappropriate combination of words for any occasion, much less a fruit's mantra. But perhaps the Belgian sociopaths who cooked up this irresistible scourge on humanity uttered these words as a warning. Heed them, or become one of the delirious hordes of cocksure maniacs who dared enter the realm of psychedelic ecstasy that is the Kanzi. Once you do, you may never be able to break free from the siren's embrace. 93, a superb and the number 3 ranked sour apple.
Oh, it's okay. It's sour? Okay, I'm going to try that.
Yeah, it looks...
I was like, I don't really care, but if it's a sour one, sign me up.
I'd take oh my God, I'm looking, there's like a YouTube video advertising them that he's attached here. And there's like boxes of them with sensual, sweet, seductive by nature is the copy that they've printed on the boxes.
They're like, you're going to want to fuck this apple, dude. Take this apple and fuck everything.
It's going to make you wild.
This apple's going to make you, you're going to lose your fucking inhibitions when you bite this apple. It says the flavor is intense.
I'm watching old Gus Heineke here. He's an apple horticulturist from Wenatchee, Washington, he says. That's probably just down the road from you.
That's up the road. I know exactly where that is. There's apples there. But yeah, thanks for bringing that Apple Town to us.
Yeah, it'd been a bit.
As always.
Loving some apples.
Absolutely. How are we doing on the library there? We got lots of apples to go yet?
It seemed like there were new ones when I went through. So yeah, I think we're still good for a bit yet.
Hey, good for you, man. I always love a fucking creative internet project that stays strong.
Yeah, this guy's doing it.
Keep it up. I got a review for some deodorant here.
Ooh, yeah.
From Amazon, the Dr. Squatch Natural Men's Deodorant. Aluminum-free natural deodorant for men with charcoal and postbiotics for 72-hour odor protection. Coastal Mist 2-pack. Man, I need the stuff with the aluminum in it, man. You gotta clog up my shit. Ridiculous style. But Robert Earl says, fantastic natural deodorant. My husband used Native for 2 years, and it took him 8 months to detox out of normal deodorant to where there is no smell at all when he sweats. We ran out and bought Squatch, and now he won't use Native now. He said Squatch has a better smell and keeps his pits drier, and they dry quicker when he sweats. The tube also lasts much longer than Native for some reason. Just wish they offered the plastic-free sticks. Either way, this one is a win for my sweaty husband. Coastal Breeze is a favorite. Light, fresh, and manly 5 stars.
I want my man dry and smooth. Ugh.
Yeah, it would hurt me if my wife was as in the anti-sweat game as this wife is with me. I kind of proud I got that under control on my lonesome, you know.
Yeah, you can worry about your own damn self.
Right. I don't need an assist with the situation under my armpits.
I don't need like a little weather rain catcher thing measuring how much sweat is being output each day. No.
Yeah, my wife has got a Bluetooth barometer under each of my pits. She gets a little fucking cell phone ding when stuff's going awry,
you're a little
which is
moist
often.
there, sucker. Time to lather up. I don't know, like, something about the way she described him being dry just sounds uncomfortable. Obviously, when you're a little moist, that can be uncomfortable, but your body regulates itself pretty darn well. That's what the sweat is generally doing, is regulating your temperature, and this unnatural dryness.
Yeah, you wanna sweat still. You just don't want it to smell too bad.
Yeah.
A little extra dryness, a little extra recoup, bounce back from sweat state is appreciated, I think. But you definitely don't want the cavern in the pits. That's how you get the rashies. I'd rather have stinky pits than like leaky pus pits.
Yeah, that's not attractive.
This guy just must be a construction worker or something where like he needs to wage war on his own body for it to stay normal. In which case, just get the aluminum stuff, I feel like. Just fuck it.
Just dip your whole body in talcum powder, baby powder, all the powders. I don't know.
Yeah, just seal yourself in wax every morning.
Oh, yeah. And then you peel it off and it takes all your skin and your wife's like, ooh, there's my smooth little baby boy. Gummy.
Yep. And then let her pumice stone you down, head to toe.
Yeah, just lay there like a big hairless cat. Scrapes you down like that guy in Gattaca.
Yeah, like you're like, scrapes you down like you're a fucking metal dish with some cheese baked onto it.
And he said, no, just let me soak for a little while. Just let me... No.
No, I'm not chancing running you through the dishwasher twice, buddy. Come here. All right, you wanna fire off there?
Yeah, let's go. Similar realm. We're in foods. We're on Amazon. We've got a review for the mess-free butter spreader. 1 pack holds twice the butter for corn cobs, bread, waffles,
Thank
pancakes.
God.
Best holder for all butter stick sizes. I think the reviews would tend to disagree. Dishwasher safe, BPA safe, material with cap for fresh storage. It's like a syringe. It's almost like an old push pop. I think that's the same sort of concept.
but with butter.
But with butter. It's rectangular. You put your butter in it. But some of these reviews opened my eyes to the butter schism that exists in our country.
Oh, Lord.
Let's let Galaxion v. Stout Beef tell us all about it, with their review titled, Not Suitable for Standard East Coast Sticks.
Oh.
Yeah, your ears perk up at that. Galaxion writes, decent design for stubbies, terrible for the national standard East Coast sticks. Stubbies are rare. Speaking as someone who lived in California for almost 10 years and has traveled all across the country, if you're going to use this with Eastern sticks, you'll need to cut out at least 2 tablespoons off your stick to make it fit into this contraption without sticking out the other side. 3 stars.
Just cut your damn butter in half, big boy.
Yeah, I feel like that's the regular, like, keep half a stick of butter in the fridge for whatever bacon you need.
I'm looking at this. So there is like the long butter the long way, and the stubs.
Yeah.
And being a Midwest boy, I just kind of grew up with both. I thought it was like a brand choice.
I think I generally have always had Long Johns.
Long John. I feel like when I was young, there was Long Johns. I got to college, started buying different butters for myself, and
sure, the
some
freedom.
of them were, yeah. Some of them were short sometimes, so I was like, "Oh, they're doing short butter now," or like these just, Mom bought the long butter brand. I'm more of a short butter brand kind of guy. I didn't think too much of it. I guess I like the less paper of the Long John, but I can't think of any other reasons I should care.
Well, it appears it's like this East Coast West Coast rivalry thing going on.
Sure. Yeah, it seems even sillier than like New York pizza versus Chicago pizza. We can do both here. The long butter isn't getting in the way of the short butter, I guess, unless you buy an Amazon product. But just cut the butter in half and leave half in your fridge, man. It's
I don't know. I'm not a huge like butter everything type of person anyway. I know butter makes things taste good. Agreed. But I try not to just like slather my corn on the cob with it, or
sure.
I don't know. You should probably hate that I say this, but my girlfriend's family, they'll like make pasta, or like reheat their pasta with some sauce, and then just throw butter in the pasta.
Oh,
what? Add butter to you? What?
There should have been butter when you cook it if you wanted butter.
Yeah, I don't know. It really threw me. Like, do I want butter in my pasta that has pasta sauce? No. Like, buttered noodles is the thing. That's fine. But
sure.
I don't know. If there's avoidable butter, I'm going to probably avoid the butter.
Yeah. I'm the same way with salt. Like, I know I have too much salt, and I know there's salt in everything, so don't catch me fucking putting salt on stuff. I'm good. I'll get away with a little pepper.
Yeah, pepper.
I'm trying to think if anything crazy I do with butter. No, I just cook my eggs in butter because I think it's better than oil.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you get the good butter, you don't even have to use much butter to oil your pan. You can use like a freaking sliver, and it goes the whole way. It's just that watery stuff that'll right up. But
oh my god!
I think we'll call it there. God. Oh, what's up?
Well, I went to the back to the butter spreader page, and I've never really seen this before. Usually Amazon will say people who bought this also bought this.
Yep.
On this particular page, Amazon says customers who bought this also listened to these Amazon Music podcasts. which is strange because I've never seen something like that before. But like the ones they list is the Charlie Kirk Show, the Tucker Carlson Show. Sure, they also list Dateline NBC in 2020 in 48 hours, but like maybe it just means weird old people are buying a butter spreader.
Maybe it's an accessibility thing, but yeah, nothing says being right wing like fucking loading up the butter spreader and taking it straight to the face.
Yep, that's good for you.
There's people eating butter straight out there. I can never get behind such activity. But what I could be behind is ending this episode. Thank you, everybody, for listening this week. We got new episodes every Tuesday. That's right. #Tuesday Reviews Day. If you'd like to send in a funny review for us to funny over, please send an email with a hyperlink or a screenshot, whatever you got to do, to reviewparty.com@gmail.com and include your name so we can throw you that credit.
If you want to reach out to us in some other way, shape, form, fashion, find us on social media at reviewparty.com on Instagram and TikTok, at reviewpartypod on Twitter. We're also on Letterboxd. We're also on YouTube. If you know how to use the computer, you can probably find us and our content there. Or take yourself to reviewparty.com for all of your Review Party needs. What can you find there? Not a butter spreader, but probably a shop that sells t-shirts and stuff, and a blog that has stuff about reviews, and a whole lot of blue and entertainment options. Such as...
you can click around, you can see our buddies' Nosebleeds. Get a link to their stuff. You heard their song throughout the episode. Bread for Breakfast is the name of that one. It was good, right?
Good.
Right?
Yeah.
So after you listen to 37 episodes of this and queue up 37 episodes of the podcast for tomorrow, which I guess, well, if you're listening on 2 times speed, that's light work. That's only like 15 hours. You can listen to some of their music, or just search Nosebleeds on Spotify. It's just one word. I got a review here to send us out. It is also from IMDb. It is a review for Smiling Friends. Recently announced that they're going the way of Seinfeld and ending before they ruin their own legacy.
Go out on top. This review is from R.I.P. Trolleyama. They title it, Adult Swim Should Pick This. They write, this was actually funny, unlike a large portion of the shows from that block during the last few years. More bizarre cartoons like this, and less Tim and Eric garbage, please. 8 out of 10. Tim and Eric is the most bizarre thing out there, dude.
I like my bizarre things animated, not real life. That makes me all uncomfy.